every time come off of that corner.
Look at him again, right there. Again, those black marks, I think all of those are his.
3 to go for Stenhouse. Last year's Rookie of the Year in the Nationwide Series. As we dip back, look at the race for 9th place. In some traffic, James Busher in the 30, Austin Dillon in the 33, all over him. Wallace, Bliss, Herring.
Now, we talked about Austin Dillon in this 33 car maybe being one to battle for the victory today, but they had made 2 pit stops under a caution back about midway of the race and just never recovered from that, but still a good solid effort by this young man.
Coming to the white flag. Lap traffic ahead. Carl Edwards behind. For 23-year-old Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 1 lap away from his first NASCAR Nationwide Series win. Can he come back around in front?
I think he's got it.
After almost losing his ride, being sat down just over a year ago, the promise fulfilled today at Iowa, and the first Nationwide Series driver to win a race since March of 2010, Mississippi's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is a winner. Great fight to the finish for that 9th spot.
Look at Carl Edwards congratulating his teammate. Yeah. Great win for Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. You beat the best right there. Yeah, I know there were only 2 of them here, but he beat both of them in second and third. Speaking of the Cup drivers, so Ricky Stenhouse will remember this race and being his first win, and even more so because he was able to beat Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski.
A little friendly bump from Allgaier. Congratulations. Andy asked you what it was like when you were trying to get the first win. What's this moment like right now?
Well, it's you can breathe again now. We were talking about how cool and calm you needed to try to stay, but your heart was pounding. So this is really a feeling of accomplishment, all that you've gone through, and very deserving, this young man.
Came to the Nationwide Series a year ago, had such a difficult start. To the point, as I alluded to a minute ago, where Jack Roush sat him out for a race. Just let him gather his head back up. But while he was sitting him out, also sat him down and said, I believe in you. The second half of last year, particularly after the debut race for this next generation Nationwide car at Daytona, where Stenhouse came through with a spectacular run, it was like a light switch came on. And we've been waiting for this moment ever since. And now today, here at Iowa, in his 51st try, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to go to victory lane for the first time in the Nationwide Series.
That's in Mississippi.
All I can think of is how cool is that?
Yeah.
Jack Roush here today. Wonder what he's going to tell his young driver in victory lane. Very nice. So a 1-2 finish for Roush Fenway, and the winning crew chief, and he called his name out a few minutes ago, Mike Kelly, is with Dave Burns.
And you know, a couple weeks ago, talking with Mike Kelly, he said you would never have thought this, but our little racer has turned into a leader on this team. What do you think of your leader today, Mike?
Man, I can't say enough for this kid. What we've gone through as a team in the last year, Iowa last year was incredible. And I can't thank Blackwell Angus. I can't thank Ford. Ford's done a lot for us in this Nationwide program. Robbie Reiser, all the guys at the shop. It's been a long time coming. We've been close a lot of times and shot ourselves in the foot a couple times this year. And just really capitalized on it today, making no mistakes. Ricky doing his job, us doing our job, and it's been a long ride, and it's a great one.
All right, Mike, go celebrate. He referred to Iowa. Remember last year, Ricky practice crashed. He crashed in qualifying. A third car was rolled out for him. It was a long day, but today much, much better. Shannon Spake.
Well, Carl Edwards just ran out to congratulate Ricky Stenhouse Jr. What a weekend it's been for you. You win the All-Star race. You've got your teammate in front of you, one of your biggest competitors behind you. How was your race today?
And you asked me, could I have caught him? Are you kidding me? That's as hard as I can drive. I asked for the wrong adjustment. Mike Beam and the guys did a great job. We had Polaris off-road vehicles on board. They make side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and we appreciate them being on board our Fastenal Mustang. The Mustangs were fast. Our car was really fast that earlier run. I was going kind of easy the run right before the final one. I asked for some air pressure adjustments that I shouldn't have, and man, I was loose. Ricky was loose too, though. He did a really good job. I had one of those Blackwell Angus steaks yesterday, and I won. I didn't have one today, and I bet he did. So I'll be eating one next week.
Well, he had a steak, and he's got $1 million from the All-Star race, guys. But a great race for Carl Edwards. Alan.
1-2 finish for Roush Fenway Racing, and in victory lane, the 7th driver to win for Jack Roush in this nationwide series, and the newest, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., getting ready to celebrate with his team. Mike?
And Ricky Stenhouse taking a cool drink of water, getting out the driver's side window, getting drenched with water, again, confetti blowing in his face. A big hug from his crew chief, Mike Kelly. An emotional victory lane for Ricky Stenhouse. It was a long time getting here for this kid. Let's pull him out of the scrum. Obviously, it was a lot of work, Ricky, getting to this point. What's this win mean for you?
Oh, it means a lot, man. I tell you what, that last caution, I was doing some praying just for a good restart. My restarts hadn't been that great all year, but it came through, and I got to thank Nationwide Insurance for this awesome series and bringing all these fans out here to Iowa. Man, they're awesome, and I couldn't pick of a better place to win. And Blackwell Angus Beef is on board this weekend, and that's awesome. Whew.
It was a rough year last year, especially here at Iowa. Considering that, how much of a sense of vindication do you have right now standing in victory lane?
Yeah, it was a rough one, and I was definitely not my favorite place, or wasn't. It is now, but yeah, we crashed, I think, 3 cars that weekend, and to come back this strong, it says a lot to these guys. These are the same guys that were with me then, and they stuck with me. Jack Roush, Ford Racing. Man, it's just a blast.
An incredibly emotional victory lane, Shannon. You can understand why. This kid has fought very hard for this first career win.
Well, Elliott Sadler still fighting hard to be your points leader. Leads by 7 points. Of course, you had the pit road speeding penalty. Would things have turned out differently? Could you have won this race if that hadn't happened?
Yeah, probably. I definitely put my team in a hole, but my guys had such good pit stops. They got my track position back for me. Can't say enough for everybody here on One Main Financial Team. My first time here to get a top 5, to get caught a lap down there at the end and still fight our way back. We're very happy, very pleased with our run today. So I learned a lot during the race that'll definitely help me the next time we come back.
Elliott Sadler really working all the lines here at Iowa today in the race, and he is your points leader. Dave?
Fighting for this championship, Reed Sorensen picks up 3 points on championship leader Sadler. But what happened in the middle of the race, Reed?
Well, I think we had a hole in the right front. It came in about, I think, 12 or 13 pounds less than it was supposed to. And it was hard to drive. I was like, man, what did we do this thing? Because the car was so good. And all of a sudden, I couldn't even make a lap by myself. So it was pretty low. So had a hole in it somewhere. And that last run, we came up through there pretty good, able to get back in the top 5 and get a good run for this Dollar General car. Just want to win so bad. And when you have a car that good, it's hard to swallow when something like that happens. But we'll get back out there, keep bringing good cars to the racetrack, and we'll get this DG car in the victory lane over there.
Thanks, Reed. Led laps, gained a little bit on the championship.
Dave, thanks. Emotional in victory lane.
Yeah, it's great seeing a first-time winner. Everybody loves to see that.
Talked about, wonder what Jack Roush would say to his young driver. Mike Massaro is going to get the chance to ask him.
And we're going to find out. What'd you say to Ricky?
Well, I asked him what happened to the front of the car, and I told him you put a Darlington stripe on it. It wasn't even a Darlington. He said, yeah, I did it 3 times. His dad and I agreed they did it with finesse, so it was okay. But I can't tell you how honored I am to be here with Ford and to be here with Mike Kelly and to be here with Mike Beam and Chris Andrews and all the guys that made this nationwide program go. The engine did a great job today. Of course, we got the new FR9 Ford engine in, and just awesome. Ricky Stenhouse is going to be a factor in this stock car racing for many years to come, certainly long after I'm gone, and I'm glad to be here for day 1 for him.
Alan, certainly a great week for Jack Roush's entire organization. They won the All-Star race last night. They put a first-time winner in victory lane today.
Interesting statement from Jack there. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. made his name known today. He'll be a factor for many years to come.
Yeah, Jack knows how to pick these young drivers out and give them a great opportunity.